point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On second down, McCaffrey. It's a ring to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Ravens, 18 Ravens.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Ready, break. Check, check right, opposite, green, blue, check.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Strike 2.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here we go. Hey, check mega.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. 30. Past the 20.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that
one.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt. Grab 60, grab 60.
4th down, Willis.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have a 49ers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They go play action with Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Play action, Willis.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Willis now off of play action.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Now you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now Willis on 4th down. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
To Williams on the jet sweep.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. McCaffrey running up the middle. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis.
That's to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Willis out of the gun.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on fourth down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on fourth down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
In motion left comes Williams. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Grab 50, grab 50. Hey.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis, he's airing it out for Williams. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Willis to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kyle Pitts,
42 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
19, not saying 19. 60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer. Riggs. Ready.
Third down, it's Willis.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ready up. Reno.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 43.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
To throw, here's Willis.
Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the jump. Power 80.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First and 10, Willis.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And some space here.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down in.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Nineteen tight. Check smash. 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, Willis.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's got room. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamison Williams.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got to tuck
as we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
you
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a deep ball there on on second down.